So, guys, welcome back to my Ghanaian Dream channel. And today is Wednesday, the 26th of November 2025. And as you can see, my Ghanaian Dream Poultry Farm, that is Buzaga Farms, the 1000 capacity chicken farm, the housing is almost complete. You can see the covering is almost complete as I reported, and today you can see the update so far. The government has informed us that it has launched and actually piloted the Akokon-Kitenkiti program, and that over 70 and that over 13 districts have received some form of the Akokon-Kitenkiti support or the other, and that they piloted the Akokon-Kitenkiti, that is a Ghana feed program, in 13 districts. Among the districts this was piloted include Tamale Metro, Savulugu Municipal, Nantong, Myong, Karachi East, Sisala East, East Mampusi, Mampugu Maduri, and then also Mampugu Maduri. I mentioned that Boku, West Gonja, and West Gonja, and Nantong, if I've not mentioned that already. And that these districts, there are more than 50,000 farmers who have received this kind of support. And as you know, the Akokon-Kitenkiti aspect is what we are so much concerned on. But the Ghana Feed Program actually extends far beyond that. And that some farms, some households have received guinea pigs, that is guinea fowls. Some have received broilers, and some also received layers. And these households have also been given feed, they have been given medication, they have been given cages. So I followed up to Savulugu municipality and spoke to a few of the beneficiaries. And coincidentally, all of them received guinea pigs, that is guinea fowl, the small ones. And none of them actually received battery cages to keep them. I don't know whether because they are guinea pigs, they are not to be in battery cages. But then the unfortunate thing is that they receive only 10 of the birds, 10 guinea pigs. And after the time I was speaking to them, that is on 23rd of November 2025, most of them have lost about 90% of the guinea pigs. Actually, guinea pigs are quite complicated to handle compared to chicken. For that matter, that could be the reason why they have lost it. However, as the minister has indicated that this is a pilot program, they need to study it very well. And actually, the number 10, as to whether that is the actual number they were supposed to distribute, and the complementary support that is supposed to come, whether they did receive. Because if you have officers visiting to check on the health of the guinea pigs, I don't think they would have lost up to 90% of them. However, that after this particular pilot, that they are now going to roll out the entire program in the 276 constituencies, and which obviously my constituency, Sanarigu municipality, would be part. And I've heard from the Greek office that it appears that in the entire country, Sanarigu municipality is the one that received the most number of applications for the Ghana Feed Program, that is the Akokon-Kitenkiti program. So we are waiting to see whether our own would come, and we will report on it. I will share this on YouTube and other platforms for you to see. The most critical aspect of the minister's report, which caught my attention, is the fact that there are some 50,000 commercial poultry farmers also receive support. And I am curious, in the northern region here, if you're a poultry farmer, have you received any form of support from government under this pilot program? That the day-old chicks, the cost of it has been reduced by 50% for those having small-scale farms like mine. And I didn't even hear of one poultry farmer who received this. I know the minister will not lie in such a great opportunity, but certainly, if you know you have received it, let me know so that I'll know whether you received the number of quantity the minister mentioned and whether the complementary support also came to you, so that we'll be hopeful that when the program is launched entirely, some of us will also get some benefits from it. So the Akokon-Kitenkiti program has landed, and we are very, very hopeful that we will also get our support. However, as you know, the Chinese, I reported yesterday on the YouTube version that The Chinese have come in with huge investments into the country, huge investment into the poultry sector, and it has led to surpluses in poultry products and eggs in particular. And the Greater Accra Regional Association, as I mentioned yesterday, are saying that government should come out. In fact, they are not the only people. Brown and Hafo, Ashanti, even in northern parts here, poultry farmers and those of us now coming in are saying the government should do something about it. So even now that government is introducing the Akokon-Kitenkiti into this particular country, vis-a-vis the already existing poultry farm, poultry production system in Ghana, or poultry industry in Ghana, and the Chinese also coming in. So now this is government, this is private production of chicken, this is also Chinese also coming in. How is government going to manage all of this so that there's a balance? We are asking that government should really do proper investigation into the Chinese coming in with huge monies to disrupt the chicken industry, and then whilst allowing a balance. So the government is coming in with support for households and some businesses and some farmers. China is coming, poultry farmers are also there. How is government going to balance it? So at that particular higher level, there's need for proper institutionalization of monitoring and overseeing to ensure that all these particular three dimensions I've mentioned, there won't come a time where there will be huge productions and that prices are going to fall down flat, that nobody will be interested in even taking care of chicken or producing eggs any longer. This is a government responsibility because a small scale farmer like me who is aiming to raise 1,000 chicken with the hope of getting support from government, I will not be able to do that. And I don't even think those who are doing thousands and thousands of poultry can also do anything about it. So this is squarely in the hands of the minister, Dr. Eric Opoku, the deputy, Melo, among others who are in charge of the sector. So they should look at the entire oversight. What is the level of consumption we have in Ghana? What percentage is coming from local poultry farmers like me? What percentage is government aiming to do to add? What percentage are the Chinese producing in Ghana to put into the economy? So when you aggregate all of this, should it become too much? Where are the rest going to? Because already maize farmers are complaining, and rightly so, maize being sold at 250, 300 Ghana cedis vis-a-vis the input cost. That is very, very serious. Then paddy rice farmers, some of them unfortunately were throwing away the rice. That is very serious. So producers have also started throwing away some eggs, especially in the Greater Accra region. And government is coming in with more support into the sector. Then government should definitely look at the importation regime. Government should look at those bringing in capitals. What is it going to do to the entire scale of Ghana, of entire scale of Ghana's poultry and egg sector, so that everybody engaged in it can feel a sense of having the hope of getting something out of this particular sector. Because if you put in, like, I sold my car, I sold my land to come into this. If I lose terribly, certainly it is going to discourage me. It is going to discourage me in such a way that I may not want to even attempt to go into such a sector again. And I don't think that is what government would want to do. Government wants to encourage those of us who are coming in with our own capital. Government also wants to balance up production so that prices wouldn't go too high, neither will it go too low to discourage producers, neither will it go too high for consumers not to be able to buy. So if this is the first time you are watching my program, I invested 100,000 Ghana cedis into chicken, and I will be receiving my day old chicks very soon. My poultry farm is already, the chicken house is already complete, and I'll be bringing the day old chicks very soon. And I'm hoping that through poultry farming, I'll be able to make a lot of money that will help me to live comfortably. So if you find my content very interesting, please subscribe and follow me. And if you think there are others who want to benefit from this, you can share it to them, so that together we will make Ghana a really, really better place for all of us to live, so that we don't go to Yankee, neither do we do illegal things that will make us and our country a hell. Thank you, guys.